What if I told you that the secret to success isn't about one huge life-changing moment? It's about the small, consistent activities you do every single day. Picture this. You wake up a year from now, and instead of feeling trapped in the same position, you've made actual demonstrable progress. Goals. How would that feel? The fact is, development isn't about waiting for the right time, the perfect plan, or the appropriate motivation. It's about showing up every day, even when it's hard, even when you don't feel like it, and doing the work that propels you ahead. If you're ready to stop excuses, stop waiting for life to happen to you, and start generating unstoppable momentum. This is your moment. Let's talk about how to make progress every day, no matter what. Let me ask you something. How many of you have ever set a goal, felt motivated, and then been there? But here's the truth. Progress isn't about waiting for the perfect moment. It's about building unstoppable momentum every day. You face a choice: sit back and let life happen to you, or step up and make it happen. Successful individuals aren't always more gifted. They just take relentless action. Today, we're busting through every excuse, every hurdle, and reprogramming your thinking for unstoppable daily progress. Are you ready? Development starts with a clear vision. Without clarity, you're like a ship without a destination, drifting aimlessly. This is how most people live, waking up each day, reacting to circumstances, expecting things would better, but never having complete control of their course to achieve consistent progress. You need laser focus on what you desire. Imprecise ambitions won't cut it. Saying, "I want to be successful," is worthless. Success means different things to people. For some, it's financial freedom. For others, it's peak physical fitness or happy relationships. If you don't define what progress looks like for you, you'll never attain. Think about the areas of your life that matter most: health, career, finances, relationships, and personal growth. What does progress look like in each of these? Don't settle with generic aims. Get specific. Instead of saying, "I want to be healthier," say, "I will exercise for 30 small wins, matter minutes a day, 5 days a week, and cut my sugar intake by 50% in the next 2 months." Instead of, "I want financial freedom," say, I will increase my income by $20,000 this year by improving my skills and creating new opportunities." After you identify your vision, write it down. Studies show that those who write down their objectives are considerably more likely to attain them. But don't just write them. And every day, read them in the morning to remind yourself why you're doing what you do. Before bed, analyze your activities and ask, did I progress closer to my vision? If yes, you're on track. If no, adapt and make tomorrow different. But here's the truth. So clarity alone isn't enough. You need emotional connection. Logic makes you think, but emotion makes you act. Oh, why do some individuals create goals but never follow through? Because they're not emotionally tied to their vision. Relate your objectives to something strong, something that moves you at your core. Ask yourself, what will my life look like when I achieve it? How will I feel? Who else will benefit? The stronger your reasons, the more unstoppable you become. If your goal is to get in the best shape of your life, don't just think about the number on the scale. Think about the energy, feel, and the example you'll set for others. Make it so appealing that failure isn't an option, and at the same time connect pain to staying where you are. If you don't modify, what will happen? What will you lose out on? How will you feel in 5 years if you stay the same? Most people only change when the agony of being the same surpasses the pain of changing. Don't wait for life to push you into action. Generate that urgency. Now, once you have clarity and emotional connection, there's one more thing you must do. Decide, not hope. Not desire. Decide. When you genuinely decide, you eliminate all other choices. It's not, "I hope I can make this work." It's, "I will make this work," period. People who make daily progress don't leave their future to change chance. They don't wait for the right time or motivation. They commit. They set clear outcomes, fuel them with powerful emotions, take action every single day to make them real. And if something doesn't go as planned, they don't quit, they adjust and keep going. Progress isn't about perfection, it's about moving forward. No matter what, most people think progress is about having the right strategy, but strategy is useless without the right mindset. How many times have you known precisely what to do, but didn't follow through it? It wasn't a lack of knowledge. It was a lack of emotional power to achieve daily progress. You must take control of your emotions instead of allowing them dominate you. Why do some individuals push through hurdles while others? It's so. Not talent, resources, or conditions. It's because they've trained themselves to function from a peak state. When you're in a powerful emotional state, nothing can stop you. You find solutions, push through setbacks, and take action, even when you don't feel like it. However, if you're in a weak state, overcoming obstacles, exhausted, frustrated, overwhelmed, everything feels impossible. You delay, postpone, create excuses. So, how can you take control of your emotions? Start by modifying your physiology. Emotions don't just exist in your thoughts. They're in your body. If you've ever felt worried, you undoubtedly notice shallow breathing, tense shoulders, and sluggish movements. Yet when you feel confident, your posture is upright, your breathing is deep, and your energy is high. Try this right now. Stand up, roll your shoulders back, take a deep breath, and grin. It's simple, but this small shift creates a massive change in your emotions. This is why elite athletes and top performers train their bodies as much as their minds. They know how they move determines how they feel. If you start your day slouching over your phone, scrolling through negativity, and barely moving, how do you think your day will go? But if you wake up, stretch, breathe deeply, and move with purpose, your mind will follow. Another way to control your emotions is to master your self-talk. Most people sabotage their progress with negative stories. I'm not good enough. I'll never accomplish this because it's too hard. Yet. Your words form your reality. If you feed yourself negativity, your brain will look for reasons to make it true. But if you program yourself with empowering beliefs, you'll act in alignment with them instead of saying, I can't, say I will find a way. Instead of, I'm not ready, say I am becoming the person. Who can do this? Change your language, and you'll change your life beyond your body and words. Protect your influences, who you spend time with, and what you consume affects your emotional state more than you realize. If you're constantly around people who complain, doubt, and settle for mediocrity, energy will pull you down. But if you surround yourself with driven, positive, and action-oriented people, you'll absorb their mindset. If you feed your mind with negative news, toxic social media, and distractions, your energy will drain. But if you fill it with powerful books, inspiring content, knowledge that pushes you forward, you'll feel unstoppable. The final key is to train daily. Emotional mastery isn't a one-time event. It's a habit, much like going to the gym. Develops your body. Putting yourself at a top state strengthens your ability to handle anything life throws at you. Start your mornings by moving, breathing, and speaking powerfully throughout the day. Check in with yourself. Am I in a strong state right now? If not, how can I shift before bed? Reflect, did I control my emotions today? Or did they control me? The more you practice, the stronger you grow. When you master your emotions, you master your actions, and when you master your actions, you control your development. No matter what occurs, you'll always find a path ahead because you're operating from a place of power, not limitation. Progress isn't about waiting for the perfect moment. It's about taking relentless. Single day. Too many people get stuck over analyzing decisions, waiting for the right mood or circumstances. But those who make progress don't wait. They move forward, even when they don't feel ready. They understand that action creates momentum, and momentum separates achievers from those who stay stuck. Think about the most successful people in any field. Do they wait for inspiration? No, they growth mindset. Take consistent strategic action. They don't let fear or uncertainty paralyze them. They focus on what they can do right now and do it. Here's the truth. Clarity comes from action, not thought. You don't need to have everything figured out to start. Action leads to experience, experience leads to learning, and learning leads to progress. But not all action is equal. Being busy with being productive, they focus on low impact. Chores that make them feel like they're doing something, but they're just spinning their wheels to make real progress. Focus on high leverage activities, the things that bring the largest outcomes. Ask yourself, reduce distractions and focus with intensity. If you're creating a business, don't spend hours adjusting your logo. Get out there and make sales. If you're getting in shape, don't spend all day researching diets. Stand up and move your body if you want to build your connections.
Don't just think about it.
Have the discussion, make the call show up at the same moment. Be willing to adapt. The people who make the fastest progress aren't just those who take action. They flexible in their approach. Many get stuck in rigid thinking. They try something once, and if it doesn't work, they assume it's impossible. Winners understand that failure is feedback. If something isn't working, they don't give up, they change their strategy. They test, tweak, learn, and keep moving forward. Consider about an aircraft flying to its destination. It doesn't go in a straight path. It continually adjusts for wind, weather, and obstacles, but as long as it keeps moving ahead and making corrections, it achieves its target. Your development works the same way. Don't anticipate perfection, anticipate adaptability. This is why charting your progress is vital. If you're not measuring, you're guessing to objectives and hope they're making progress. But they never check if you want to develop. You need a way to assess your outcomes, track your behaviors, actions, and consequences. If you're developing a business, check your sales growth and impact. If you're improving your health, track your workouts. Nutrition and energy levels data doesn't lie. It shows you what's working and what needs to change. Here's the key. Never break the chain progress. It's about consistency. It's not about doing something once in a while when you feel like it. It's about showing up every single day. Some days. Days will be easy. Others, you won't feel like doing anything, but the difference between those who succeed and those who don't is simple. Winners take action, even when they don't feel like it. They don't rely on motivation. They rely on discipline. There will be challenges and setbacks. Remember, motion beats. Meditation. You can think about progress all day, but until you take action, nothing changes. The only way forward is through relentless, adaptable action. The more you do, the more momentum you build, and once you have momentum, progress becomes unstoppable. Progress isn't about motivation. Momentum. To many people believe they need to feel inspired before they act, but the truth is action creates inspiration. If you want to achieve daily progress, stop relying on motivation and start creating unbreakable discipline. Discipline keeps you going ahead when motivation fades. And progress feel effortless over time. Imagine about a train sitting stationary on the tracks. A simple chunk of wood can halt its simple everyday routine. But once it's moving, not even a concrete wall can stand in its way. That's what momentum does. It converts little, consistent activities into an unstoppable force. The challenge is getting started. Most people hesitate at the beginning. They procrastinate, wait for the perfect time, or overthink every decision. But the key to momentum is to start small and stay consistent. It doesn't take giant leaps to make progress. In fact, focusing on massive results right away can be overwhelming and lead to inaction. Instead, commit to small daily improvements. If you improve by just 1% every day, those tiny gains compound into extraordinary results over time. Picture reading 10 pages of a book every day. In the year you'll have read over 3,600 pages, that's 12 to 15 books picture, performing 10 push-ups a day. That's 3,650 push-ups in a year. Modest acts, done repeatedly, lead to exponential development. To sustain momentum, reduce unnecessary friction. Whenever something feels difficult, to start. Discover. Easier if you struggle with getting exercise, lay out your gym clothing the night before. If you want to write more, set up a distraction-free workspace. If you're attempting to eat healthier, remove junk food from your house. Make the right actions easy and the wrong actions difficult most. Individuals fail because they rely on willpower alone, but willpower is limited. Instead of battling temptation, build your environment for success. Another essential aspect of momentum is setting up routines. The most successful people don't wake up every day. Keep them moving forward automatically when something becomes a habit. It requires no extra thought or effort. Your brain loves efficiency. And when you repeat an action enough times, it becomes second nature. Think about brushing your teeth. You don't need motivation to do it because it's part of your routine. What if taking action toward your goals became just as automatic? A great technique to build discipline. And momentum is by employing the never miss, twice rule life occurs. One missed day change into 2, then 3, becoming a pattern of inconsistency. If you skip a day, don't beat yourself up. Just make sure you don't miss twice. The sooner you get back on track. The stronger your momentum remains. Responsibility is another game changer. Easy to let things go, but when you include others, your commitment improves. Tell someone about your objectives. Obtain a workout partner, a mentor, a coach. Join a group that challenges you to be consistent. When you surround yourself with individuals who are also taking action, their energy fuels yours. Momentum, one of the biggest mistakes people make is expecting development to be linear. They believe that if they put in effort every day, they'll see results quickly. Yet progress isn't a straight line. It's a series of ups and downs. Sometimes it feels like nothing is happening. You might be working hard, but the results aren't showing. This is where most people quit. They don't realize that breakthrough moments come after consistent effort, even when it looks like nothing is working. Success is often just around the corner for those who keep pushing forward. The best way to ensure continuous progress is to celebrate small wins. Too often, individuals just reward themselves when they hit significant milestones. Yet advancement isn't only about great successes. It's stay motivated about recognizing the small victories along the way. Every time you take action, acknowledge it. Complete a habit, track it. Your brain thrives on positive reinforcement. And the more you celebrate progress, the more motivated you become to keep going. Ultimately, the secret to making daily progress is to commit to being in motion at all times, even when you don't feel like it. Even when the things are perfect. Even when you face obstacles, the moment you stop, it becomes harder to start again. But if you keep going, if you keep taking action, if you stay disciplined, momentum will carry you forward. And soon nothing will be able to stop you progress. It isn't just about the big, life-changing moments. It's also about the tiny wins that keep you moving ahead every time you take a step, no matter how small. You're building momentum. Celebrate these occasions. Did you finish a chore you've been putting off? Congratulate it. Did you stick to your workout schedule for the week? Recognize it. These tiny successes build up over time and generate a sense of achievement. Fuels your motivation. Conceive advancement like compound interest in a bank account. Small, regular payments rise exponentially over time. The same applies to your habits and activities. Reading 10 pages a day, exercising for 20 minutes, or saving a modest bit of money might not seem important in the moment. But over weeks, months, and years, these acts compound into tremendous outcomes. The key is to stay consistent and trust the process in a world of instant satisfaction. Patience is a superpower. Progress often takes time, and it's easy to get discouraged when you don't see immediate results. But remember, growth. Growth happens in the background just because you can't see. It doesn't mean it's not happening. Trust that your efforts are building towards something greater, even if the results aren't visible yet. One of the biggest killers of progress is comparison. When you compare your trip to someone else's, you risk feeling inadequate or overwhelmed. Yet here's the fact: everyone's route is different. Focus on your own growth, not someone else's. Enjoy where you are today and keep going forward at your own speed. While taking action is vital, so is rest. Exerting oneself too hard without breaks can lead to burnout. Advancement isn't about grinding 24/7. It's about sustainable efforts. Scheduled time to recharge, reflect, and recover. A well-rested mind and body are considerably more productive than one running on empty. Visualization is a useful tool for progress. Take a few minutes each day to reaching objectives. Picture the specifics, how it feels, what it looks like, and the impact it has on your life. Visualizing helps clarify your vision and keeps you motivated to take action. Thankfulness, it's a game changer when it comes to advancement. When you focus on what you're grateful for, you alter your here and attitude from scarcity to abundance. This positive approach feeds your motivation and helps you stay focused on what actually matters. Take time each day to reflect on what you're thankful for. No matter how little, your environment has a significant part in your capacity to achieve. Surroundings are cluttered, chaotic, or full with distractions. It's tougher to stay focused. Build a setting that supports your ambitions. Whether it's a tidy workstation, a quiet area for introspection, or a gym membership that keeps you active, design your surroundings to set you up for success. Advancement frequently entails saying no to things that don't line with your goals, whether it's distractions, unneeded obligations, or harmful productivity. Tips: relationships. Learning to say no is vital. Every time you say no to something that doesn't serve you, you're saying yes to your development. Having someone to hold you responsible may make a world of difference, whether it's a friend, coach, or mentor. An accountability partner helps keep you on track. Share your goals with them and check in often to review your progress. Knowing someone is rooting for you may be a great in this. Unpredictable and development rarely goes exactly as anticipated. Being adaptable helps you to adjust to obstacles and setbacks without losing momentum. If anything isn't functioning, don't be hesitant to pivot. Flexibility is a strength, not a problem. Frequent reflection is crucial to continue. Development, taking time each week to review your actions, appraise what's working, and find opportunities for improvement. Reflection helps you keep connected with your goals and make required modifications along the way. Growth is powered by continual learning, whether it's reading books, seeking advice from experts. Never stop learning. The more you know, the better equipped you are to tackle obstacles and take chances. Overthinking may stifle progress. When you spend too much time scrutinizing every move, you risk becoming trapped in inactivity. Trust your intuition. Make choice and take action. Recall: clarity comes from action, not overthinking. Procedures create structure and consistency, which are needed for progress. Develop daily and weekly habits that support your goals, whether it's a morning workout, a nighttime reading routine, or a weekly planning workout routine. Stay on track. Progress stress isn't about being flawless. It's about going on when you fail or experience obstacles. Exercise self-compassion. Be gentle to yourself. Learn from the experience and keep going. Beating yourself up only slows you down in a world full of distractions. As an uncommon and valuable ability, choose your top priorities and commit your energies to them. Avoid multitasking as it dilutes your efforts. When you focus on what genuinely important, you achieve meaningful progress. Huge objectives might feel daunting, but breaking them into smaller, manageable stages makes them possible. Focus on incremental change, one little step at a time. Over time, these modest adjustments build up to major progress. Development isn't always smooth. There will be obstacles, setbacks, and times of doubt. Resilience is what keeps you going. When things become rough, build a mindset that sees problems as chances to improve, not reasons to quit. Celebrating your accomplishments, no matter how tiny, fosters positive behavior. Take time to celebrate your successes and reward yourself for your hard work. Celebration keeps you inspired and reminds you of how far you've come. Surrounding yourself with like-minded folks who share your aims helps expedite your progress. Join groups, attend events, or connect with individuals who inspire and challenge you. A supportive community offers encouragement, accountability, and fresh thoughts. Life is full of unexpected twists and turns because being flexible enables you to handle change without losing sight of your goals. Embrace uncertainty and view it as a chance to develop and progress. Believing in yourself is the foundation of development. When you trust in your talents and your vision, you're more inclined to take daring and cultivate self-belief. By reminding oneself of prior triumphs and concentrating on your qualities, waiting for the right moment or the perfect strategy is a trap. Progress comes when you take action. Even if it's imperfect, done is better than time management. Perfect start where you are, with what you have. And then develop as you go. Feedback is vital for improvement. Seek input from others. Whether it's a mentor, colleague, or friend, constructive feedback helps you identify blind spots and make necessary adjustments to stay on track. Progress isn't just about achieving goals. It's also about living. It's also about living a balanced life. Prioritize your health, relationships, and personal well-being alongside your ambition. A balanced-based life provides sustained improvement and long-term fulfillment. Perseverance is the key ingredient to progress. When you commit to turning up every day, even when it's hard, you create unstoppable momentum. Remember, success isn't about being the greatest. It's about being consistent. Having a strong sense of purpose drives your progress. When you know why you're working toward your objectives, you're more likely to stay inspired and overcome problems. Tie your actions to a greater purpose that inspire. Sometimes progress entails letting go of what no longer serves you. Whether it's outdated ideas, bad relationships, or unproductive routines, shedding these weights makes space for growth and new opportunities. Momentum is the force that keeps you going ahead. If you start taking continuous action, it becomes easier to maintain progress. Focus on building momentum through small daily actions, and soon nothing will be able to stop you. When you focus on the small wins, you create a positive feedback loop that keeps you motivated. Each small victory reinforces your belief and your ability to succeed, making it easier to tackle bigger challenges over time. These small wins accumulate into significant progress, proving that consistency truly is the key to long-term success. The compound effect is a strong reminder that development isn't always linear. Sometimes it feels like you're putting in a lot of effort without seeing instant benefits, yet much like a seed placed in the ground, growth starts under the surface. Long before you see the first sprout, trust the process and keep taking action, even when the results aren't immediately visible. Patience is essential, especially in a world that often prioritizes speed over quality. Progress takes time, and rushing the process can lead to mistakes or burnout. Instead of focusing on how quickly you can achieve your goals, focus on how consistently you can work toward them. Slow, steady development is frequently more sustainable and meaningful in The long-run comparison is a natural urge, but it's also one of the biggest hurdles to progress when you compare your journey to someone else's. You risk losing sight of your own unique route. And remember, everyone's circumstances, strengths, and problems are distinct. Focus on your personal growth. And appreciate the progress you've achieved, no matter how modest it may seem. Rest is not a sign of weakness. It's a vital component of the journey. Pushing oneself too hard without taking breaks might lead to weariness and poor productivity. Schedule regular time to relax and recharge. Whether it's a brief stroll, a sleep, or a weekend trip, a well-rested mind and body are better suited to confront obstacles and stay focused on your objectives. Visualization is a tool that can help you stay connected to your vision when you take a few minutes each day to imagine yourself achieving goals. Create a mental blueprint for success. This practice not only keeps you motivated, but also helps you identify the steps you need to take to turn your vision into reality. Thankfulness redirects your emphasis from what you lack to what you already have when you take time to appreciate the progress. You've achieved no matter how tiny. You build a positive mentality that encourages future growth. Appreciation also helps you keep grounded and focused on what truly matters, even when faced with problems. Your environment plays a key effect in your capacity to create progress. If you're busy or packed with distractions, it's tougher to stay handling challenges focused and productive. Take the effort to build an atmosphere that supports your aims. Whether it's a tidy office, a quiet area for thought, or a gym membership that keeps you active. Learning to say no. No is a skill that significantly affects your development. Every time you say no to anything that doesn't correspond with your objectives, you're saying yes to your personal growth. Whether it's a distraction, an unneeded commitment, or a destructive relationship, setting limits helps you to focus on what actually important. Accountability partners can give the support and inspiration you need to keep on track, whether it's a buddy coach or mentor. Having someone to discuss your objectives with and check in often may make a significant impact. Accountability partners help you stay engaged and give crucial input to keep you going ahead. Adaptability is vital in a world that's continually changing. Life rarely goes according to plan, and being able to adjust to unanticipated problems is a key part of achieving progress. Instead of opposing change, accept it as an opportunity to learn and grow. Flexibility helps you to pivot when required and keep going forward, even when the way ahead isn't obvious. Regular reflection helps you keep connected with your goals and make required modifications along the road. Take time each week to analyze your activities, assess what's working, and find places for improvement. Reflection only keeps you focused, but also helps you appreciate your achievement and stay motivated. Constant learning is a cornerstone of growth, whether it's reading books, taking courses, or seeking advice from experts. Never stop learning. The more you know, the more equipped you are to tackle obstacles and opportunities. Studying also keeps your mind active and open to new opportunities. Overthinking may be a huge hurdle to progress. When you spend too much time studying every choice, you risk being caught in the action. Trust your instincts, make a choice, and take action. Recall clarity comes from action. Not overthinking. The more you act, the clearer your path becomes. Routines give structure and consistency, which are crucial for progress. Establishing daily and weekly habits that support your goals helps you remain on track and generate momentum. Whether it's a morning workout, a nighttime, or a monthly planning session, routines give a sense of stability and focus. Self-compassion is necessary when faced with setbacks or problems. Progress isn't about being flawless. It's about moving ahead when you stumble. Be gentle to yourself. Learn from the experience. keep going. Beating yourself simply slows you down and makes it difficult to stay motivated. Concentration is an uncommon and vital quality in a world full with distractions. Identify your main priorities and commit your attention to them. Avoid multitasking since it dilutes your efforts and diminishes productivity. When you focus on what actually matters, you make substantial progress toward your goals. Reducing enormous ambitions into tiny, attainable stages makes them more achievable. Emphasis on incremental change. One little step at a time over time. Feel up to major improvement. Remember, progress is a marathon, not a sprint. Resilience is what keeps you going when things become tough. Cultivate a mentality that sees problems as chances to develop, not reasons to quit. Strength permits you to push past setbacks and keep moving forward, even when the route ahead is challenging. Accomplishment, no matter how small, fosters positive behavior. Take time to celebrate your achievements and thank yourself for your hard work. Celebration keeps you inspired and reminds you of how far you've come. Surrounding yourself with like-minded folks who share your aims. Progress. Join groups, attend events, or interact with others who inspire and challenge you. A supportive key takeaways. Community brings motivation, accountability, and fresh viewpoints. Flexibility is vital in a world that's continuously changing. Embrace uncertainty and consider it as a chance to develop and progress. Being adaptable permits you to handle problems and keep moving forward, even when the way ahead isn't apparent. Self-belief is the cornerstone of development. When you trust in your talents and your vision, you're more likely to take daring action. Develop self-belief by reminding oneself of prior triumphs and concentrating on your strengths. Action is more essential than perfection. Waiting for the right moment or the perfect strategy is a trap. Progress comes when you take action, even if it's flawed. Start where you are with what you have and improve as you go. Feedback is vital for growth. Seek advice from others, whether it's a mentor, colleague, or friend. Constructive feedback helps you detect blind spots and make required adjustments to stay on track. Balance is vital to sustainable progress. Prioritize your health, relationships, and personal well-being alongside your ambitions. A balanced life ensures that you have the energy and attention to keep going ahead. Persist. Secret ingredient to progress. When you commit to showing up every day, even when it's hard, you build unstoppable momentum. Remember, success isn't about being the best. It's about being consistent. Purpose fuels your progress. When you know why you're working toward your goals, you're more likely to stay motivated and overcome challenges. Tie your actions to a deeper purpose that motivates you. Letting rid of what no longer serves you creates space for progress. Whether it's outdated ideas, unhealthy relationships, or unproductive behaviors, shedding these obligations helps you to focus on what actually matters. Momentum is the power that keeps you going forward. Once you start taking constant action, it gets simpler to sustain progress. Emphasis on final thoughts, creating momentum through little, everyday activities, and eventually, nothing will be able to stop you.